Hey guys, so I am back with a video. It's going to be a little bit different today. It's going to be me behind the camera showing you all my eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to do all the larger palettes, like, like these kinds of palettes. And then maybe I'll do like my little ones and my singles in like another video. But I think these big ones are the most interesting. And these are the kind of videos I like to watch. And if this goes well, maybe I'll even do like a blush or a lipstick collection next. But I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes because they're kind of my favorite. So I'll be right back and you'll see everything I have. All right, guys, so this is a little different for me. We'll see how it goes. I am in my bathroom, and I've just kind of laid all my palettes out. All these mats are clean, in case you're concerned, because I would be. So I'm gonna do like my larger palettes, and keep in mind, this is pretty much all of them now. I'm gonna go through them one by one. Keep in mind, I did do a pretty big declutter towards the end of last year. I don't do declutters in like one fell swoop. I'll usually do a declutter, like I'll get rid of a couple things one day, and then maybe like a week later I'll get rid of some more stuff. So it kind of goes like very gradually for me. It's just like the way I can stomach it. I try to just take note of things that are working, things that are not working, things that I have duplicates of. Or sometimes I'll have a palette and I'm like, you know what, I don't really like this, but my mom would love this, or my friend Erica would love this, or something like that. And I'd rather give it to them because I know that they'll give it more love than I'm giving it. So, you know what, let's start with some Urban Decay stuff. This is the Naked palette. Let's get you zoomed in on this. So this one is actually the second purchase of this. I had an original one. Oh, there I am. I had the original that I got probably 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago now. And I used that to death. I used it a ton. It got me through a lot of shoots and things like that when I was first starting out. And it was really good, and I coincidentally purchased a new one before they discontinued it. I don't know if they're still selling them at 50% off, but they were for a while. So this is the Urban Decay Naked palette. Big fan of that. And then I took advantage of the Naked Heat one that came out a couple summers ago. Let me show you this one. And this is a beautiful palette. I really loved the formula. You can see like a lot of these palettes are kind of used up. Let me make sure I am like zooming in on this really well, because this is the Naked Heat, a lot of warm tones, and I really enjoyed this one a lot, and I used it a ton. And then I kind of like stopped using it, but I don't know why. Maybe I got sick of the warm tones, but maybe we should bust this one out again. I don't know. What do you think? Then the other Urban Decay, I've got two more Urban Decays. This one I debated for a really long time. Oh, should I get it? Do I not get it? You know, I have Modern Renaissance by ABH. Do I need it? And I bought it. And you know what, you guys, I've used it like maybe once. And it's like a little bit more pink than red on me. And I'm really not using it. I gotta be honest. I should use it, but like I don't really want to use it. Maybe later in the year it'll get some more love. I don't know. Do you guys have this one? What do you think? Now I'll tell you a palette that I am loving, that I'm really loving, it's really hard to hold a camera and then do the palettes with the other hand. Born to Run. So my friend Leanne, who is also a makeup artist, she was like, girl, you gotta get this. And I kind of do whatever she tells me to do in terms of like what products to buy. And she told me this was a great palette, so sure enough, I got it. There we are, now we're in focus. And it's great, particularly this color here. It's called Drift. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's like this sort of gunmetal color, but it's got like sort of more of a brown undertone to it. I love it. And then there's some great like transition colors in here. You have this nice like cherry kind of color. I feel like with like a couple of these, like you don't need cherry, you have these. That's all you need. How many pink eyeshadows do you really need? Not that many. And then let's see, that's it for Urban Decay. I had some other ones that I decluttered, like the Naked Basics and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, I don't really need this. So I got rid of that. I just kind of wasn't loving it. It was like, I think sometimes also what happens is like after you have a palette for a couple of years, like it doesn't work as well. They dry out. They're like not as good anymore. So that's what happened. So this one is the Emily Noel 83 palette, the one that she came out with what is it, Revolution. And I love it. It's great. I will admit I've mostly used like the neutrals. I haven't used a lot of the fun colors, but I did play with this purple one over the weekend and I enjoyed that. But this is like a really nice palette and super affordable. It was like $20 and I'm a big fan of Emily Noel 83. She inspires me so very much. So I just wanted to support her. So I didn't really care. I just wanted to buy it for her. And I was really happy I did. And I thought she put together this one. This was the other one. This is the Emily Edit. This is the Needs. So this is like the more essentials. And I really see myself traveling with this. I think I haven't been on a vacation actually since I got this, like maybe a couple nights here or there. But I think when we go on vacation in the spring, I'm probably going to bring this with me because this is just like a great palette. You've got your blush, your bronzer, highlight, pretty much all the eyeshadows that you would need for like a basic look. And you're there, and it's like got like a nice hard plastic case, and you're good to go. Let's do some Anastasia. So I'm gonna show you the order in which I purchased them. So I got Modern Renaissance, and you can see I've used it a little, but not that much. I got it like because of like peer pressure. Like everybody on YouTube had it, and I'm like, oh, I guess I should get it. And it's a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. Like they really did some great things with the color themes here. But I'll be honest with you, I don't use it that much. Not on my clients, not on myself. Then I got Soft Glam. This one, you can see, I've used it a lot. I absolutely love this palette. The textures, the colors, personally on me, they're super, super flattering. So I was super happy I got that. And then I was feeling kind of fancy over, it was like 20% off, at the sale. So I got Sultry too, and I really like it. I do not regret buying this at all. But the ABH Modern Renaissance, as much as I love it, I don't use it. So I might pass that on to a friend. Let's see where we're at. Oh, let's do this one. This is like the only Morphe product I have ever purchased in my life. You guys, it's a good palette. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette that she did with Morphe. The first one, not the Vault thing that came out, you guys. This is a great palette. It's got a lot of warm tones. So I feel like these tones kind of look better either if you're like darker skinned and have brown eyes, or if you have blue eyes and you're fair. But I'm the kind of person, I have brown eyes and I'm fair. And these warm tones are not always the most flattering. Like I feel on myself, like the Sultry palette, these cooler tones, they just look better on me. It's interesting. It's like this interesting thing. Let's talk about Karity. I have a few Karity palettes. They all ended up together. I didn't even mean to do that. I discovered this brand. I don't even know how. It's okay. Is it the best brand? No. But these are some pretty good staples, and the price point is really good. So this is like a neutral palette I got. And sometimes I just buy things because I'm interested, and I'm like, oh, I want to see how this is, whether or not I think I'm going to use it that much. Then I also got this larger one. This is another neutral palette that they do. This is the 21 Nudes and Rudes. The other is the 9. And this is a good palette. It's got some great basics in it. This is like really good for like a wedding or a photo shoot. You can do a lot of really nice things with it. I find these shadows work better with a primer, like namely like a lotiony primer, you know what I mean, rather than like a paint pot. And they're nice. I have enjoyed using them. So then I got this Rosé All Day one because I was like, oh, maybe I'll try this instead of Naked Cherry. And I got this, and you guys, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm ever going to buy a Karity palette again now. It was like just very disappointing. I felt like the quality was just not there. I felt like the Nudes and Rudes I had gotten that I had just showed you, I felt like they were a lot better. However, this one I find works really nicely as a cheek palette. So like some of these pinky shimmery ones work really nice as a highlighter. Even this or this or this I've used as blush, and I enjoy it for a cheek palette. So there's that. And I think I bought it on sale, and I think it was like a good price to begin with, so I didn't feel like I had gotten robbed or anything like that. And I was happy to support like a smaller brand. Now you guys, this one, I love it. The quality is fabulous. It's the Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadow Palette. It's HG, I think is like the volume, see right there. Beautiful colors, a lot of warm tones, but I'm liking it. I'm not mad at it at all. It's a great palette. It's looking really washed out in the camera. But in person you can see it's just like this beautiful array of like pinkies to warmies to like, you know, nice neutral colors. And I actually got this in a BoxyCharm. And I love BoxyCharm because I'd never bought a Violet Voss palette before, and I'm like, oh, now I tried something new. And like I would repurchase, I would buy something else from them because I really enjoyed it. Let's see where we're at. This one was also a BoxyCharm. And this one is actually an eye and a cheek palette. And what I'll say, this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade. And I think this came in the fall through the BoxyCharm. These cheek products I absolutely love, and I know this is really more like an eyeshadow palette collection, but I'll talk about it because it's in this one. The cheek products are fabulous. Like I would say like 8 out of 10. The eyeshadows are like 2 out of 10. They're just not good. I don't know, they're just not good. They don't blend. I don't like the texture. Just not so great. I do like this color though, this sort of like cool gray. I love a good cool gray with like a warm undertone. You know what I mean? That's a good flattering color on somebody with my kind of skin tone and hair color and eye color and that sort of thing. So I do like that one and I'm enjoying it, but like I'm not like, oh my gosh, you need this.